For a perfect winter evening, black pepper chicken is great because of the spices that actually go into it. And so the first thing we need to do is, in our pan with oil, put in some onions, add in some de-seeded green peppers, give it a stir. Green peppers look really nice in this dish, but if you had red peppers, just use red peppers, they're fine. Also some curry leaves, a fantastic Indian herb, and they're much better fresh, but if you have dried, you can use dried. And it's one of the only Indian herbs which you can actually use at the beginning of cooking, and it won't discolour and actually adds a nicer flavour at the beginning than it does at the end. Also some sliced garlic, and also green chilli. Now with most chilies, you have to be very, very, very careful because they're usually very fiery. This one is quite small, so it is fiery, so we're going to de-seed the chilli very carefully. Just open up the insides, scoop out the seeds in the middle and the white membrane that it sticks to. Push them aside, sliced. We don't want to add too much chilli because we are going to use madras paste later in the recipe. Throw that in. Give it a stir. And then the most important ingredient is black pepper. Black pepper is a spice that is used at the beginning in Indian cooking. It's not really used at the end as a seasoning, and that's because it's treated as a spice. It's actually known as king of the spices, and it used to be the main source of heat in all Indian food before chilies were introduced into India. These have now softened, so I need to add in Patak's Madras curry paste. Because this is going to be a medium to hot dish, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons. Spices are very, very delicate, and our spices are just preserved in oil, so I need to add in just a little bit of water just to protect them. Give that a stir. And then I need to leave this for the spices to cook through. This dish is actually black pepper chicken, so we need to add in our chicken, but if you wanted to use a different meat at home, then try a different meat. I've actually just cut my chicken into fillet sizes, and I've just taken off the skin and made sure that there's no fat. Give it a good stir, and then we need to wait for the chicken to cook through. That's going to take about 15 minutes from the sizes that I added. If you added smaller cubes, it'd take less time. Now leave it in the pan and just stir it from time to time. The chicken's now cooked through, so I just need to check the seasoning, and then I need to garnish it with fresh coriander. Coriander is the nation's favourite herb in India, and so it is added at the end, but if you prefer, you can add basil. Tastes very nice in this dish, or even mint. Mint tastes really nice. Sprinkle that in. Give it a stir, final stir. Turn the heat off. And then serve. Very simple, very quick, and serve it with some basmati rice. Black pepper chicken.